Wow, guys. Wow. Even though Dynamite was not too special of a show tonight, CM Punk and MJF continue their rivalry as we are in MJF's hometown of Long Island, New York. We got a lot to talk about here on Outside the Brand tonight as we are 1 week away from Winter is Coming. And guys, like I told Nate just a little bit ago before the stream started, we had a little bit of a tease of a possible Wyndham Rotunda. And he may be legitimately coming to AEW. Also, Bryan Danielson promised to kick all the Dark Order's heads in on his way to the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page. And Nate, I have to say, he did exactly that. 4 members down, 1 man to go, and as the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page. What will happen next week as they will face off one-on-one in the AEW World Championship match at Winter is Coming? All of this and much more to discuss right here on Outside the Brand. Hey, I got it right this time. I got it right this time, Nate. I got it right this time. All right, guys, what's going on? It's myself and Nate here tonight. Loth is going to be joining us in just a little bit. Computer issues and all that, but we will get him up to speed as soon as he gets on in here. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. Hey, Nate, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time for your AEW Dynamite review right here on OTB. How you doing, my man?
Doing good. I enjoyed AEW tonight. Really good wrestling tonight, which I enjoy. So yeah, let's get into the review.
It is December 8th, 2021. We are your co-hosts for tonight, Phil and Nate. You know the drill already. Tonight might not have been the most major episode of AEW Dynamite, but man, like I said earlier in the intro, we had some good stuff happen on tonight's show. CM Punk spoke to the New York crowd as AEW was emanating from the UBS Arena in Long Island. CM Punk spoke to the crowd in epic fashion. He just went all in, and it was great. MJF defended his Dynamite Diamond ring in the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. He will face the second winner of that Battle Royal, who ultimately became Dante Martin. So Dante Martin will face off against MJF next week at Winter is Coming for the show. Also, like I said earlier, Bryan Danielson kicked John Silver's head in to get into the head of Hangman Adam Page on the way to Winter is Coming for the AEW World Championship. Now, I want to talk about CM Punk first off before we actually break down the show. I think he played his role absolutely perfect tonight. He knew he was going to get booed, Nate, so what the heck does he do? The man comes out with MJF's music.
That was fantastic.
He comes out with MJF's music, and he was just poking fun at the New York crowd in little pieces here and there just to get them more pissed off at him. I mean, let's face it. You're in New York. This New York crowd can either love you or they could either hate you. And at the end of the day, when you're feuding with MJF in his hometown, whether anybody likes it or not, he was going to get cheered here. Now, did he fully get cheered, MJF? No. I heard some subtle boos in there, but for the most part, you heard some cheers because, hey, it's the hometown boy. But I think he played his role perfect tonight, CM Punk. He knew he was going to get booed, so he just wanted to embrace it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he was making fun of the Islanders and all of that. You know, it's just like I said, poking holes into the New York crowd. And as the night continued, when MJF was in the Battle Royal and all of that, and we had everything here and there, it's not like the story kind of just was stagnant tonight. They mentioned some of the story points that they already mentioned, like CM Punk's dog Larry, the Four Pillars. Well, did you hear or did you at least see what CM Punk was wearing tonight?
Yeah.
That shirt looked great. They legitimately replaced one of the pillars with Britt Baker just to listen. I don't know if that shirt's being sold, but if it is, I want it because that just was perfect. So they replaced one of the Four Pillars with Britt Baker instead of the MJF, like the normal Four Pillar shirt is. And yeah, Matt, what were your just entire thoughts on how the first segment of the show started? Because we will go over it, but just how everything went down like that, I felt like it was a perfect way to start the show.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that was a fantastic way to start the show. CM Punk was just going ham on everybody. I was sitting there laughing my head off. I'm like, wow, this is fantastic. But yeah, man, CM Punk just doing his job, and it was hilarious. So I enjoyed that a lot.
So MJF was in the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal tonight. He, along with 11 other men, they were trying to say, well, pretty much who is going to be facing each other at Winter is Coming, because the winners of this Battle Royal, the final two, were going to be able to face off at Winter is Coming for that Dynamite Diamond ring. Now, MJF, he's held this ring for about 2 years now. He's held it ever since AEW's been a thing. And he's going to try to defend it next week against Dante Martin, who I believe is a great opponent. I think Dante Martin being the second person here was a great way to at least give him the respect that he deserves over the course of his singles tenure here in AEW since his brother has been injured. What were your thoughts on Dante being the second winner of this Battle Royal here?
I was kind of surprised. With this Battle Royal, I was actually confused because I saw MJ and Dante at the same time, and they announced that Dante was fighting MJ next week. So I'm like, isn't one of them supposed to throw the other one over the top rope to officially win? But because I thought it was actually, for the diamond ring tonight, I didn't know that they were going to have an actual match next week. So I was kind of confused on that. But hey, man, I'm glad that even though it's just for like a diamond ring, I'm glad that Dante Martin is getting like some type of a big time matchup against like MJF and show what he got. So yeah, I'm happy about that.
Now, if he retains this ring, it'll be the third straight year that he's had it. I'd love it if Dante just like had something to him like this ring, but let's face it, this is MJF's. This Dynamite Diamond ring just improves his character just that much more, and it just enhances him in ways that, honestly, when I first heard of this Dynamite Diamond ring, I didn't really think it was going to mean much. I really didn't. But then as soon as they gave it to MJF, I'm like, all right, this is actually going to mean something. And they've made it they've made it like actually something to actually want to win here, because MJF has held this thing for so long, and you just want that ring off of him. What were your thoughts? I mean, did you know about the Dynamite Diamond Ring really before any of this and its like significance with MJF, or is this just kind of something brand new to you?
This is something brand new to me. I thought the Diamond Ring thing was MJF's all along.
No.
Until tonight, obviously. So yeah, it's new. Like I said, I'm kind of happy that we get to see like to me some brand new stuff in AEW. Like I said, I'm happy for Dante Martin getting some type of match, big time match. So but yeah, I didn't know nothing about the Diamond Ring actually until tonight. I thought it was MJF's all along.
Oh yeah. They started it early on in AEW. It was pretty much when the company started in 2019. They had like this little Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal kind of thing, and the final two were to face off on an episode of Dynamite for that ring, and it became MJF's ever since. I forget what the first match was for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I might actually want to look that up just so I can have a little bit of legitimacy here. Diamond Ring AEW. Well, let's take a look at that. Here. Dynamite Diamond Ring AEW. Let's see. Dynamite Diamond Ring right here. Okay, so the Dynamite Diamond Ring, Dynamite Dozen Battle Royale is established in AEW and is held once a year in late November, early December as part of their weekly television show, Dynamite. It features 12 wrestlers competing in a standard battle royal, but the ending is 2 wrestlers remaining. The remaining 2 will face in a singles match on that following week's Dynamite for the Diamond Ring. The winner of this championship ring holds it until the following year's Battle Royal. AEW Executive President and wrestler Cody Rhodes stated that this is valued at around $42,000. So it's a pretty pricey ring. 2 such matches have been taking place so far. The first was on November 20th, 2019's episode of Dynamite, where Adam Page and MJF were the co-winners of the inaugural Battle Royal, and MJF defeated Hangman to become the inaugural Dynamite Diamond Ring winner. Okay, so it was Hangman Adam Page. I do remember that now. And that was an amazing match. If you haven't seen that, Nate, you might want to go check that out. The second match was at Winter is Coming in December of 2020, when MJF and Orange Cassidy were the co-winners, and they faced off, and MJF retained it there. And now it's going to be MJF and Dante Martin. So it's been it's had a lineage, and I think it's going to continue to have its lineage moving on into the years of AEW. We also, like I said earlier, we had that subtle tease for a special someone that we've been waiting for. Lights were flashing red and blue. Nate, I don't know if you knew that. It happened during the Battle Royal. So
yeah, I was just confused about that. I was like, is somebody coming out? Like, what's going on? I didn't understand.
Now, it's a subtle tease. You know myself and some other people here in the wrestling community have been saying Wyndham is coming instead of Winter. I think that might be Wyndham. I really think that might be Wyndham. If it's not Wyndham, I really don't know, but something's going to happen next week. Something is happening next week at Winter is coming, and somebody's debuting. Now, whether it's Wyndham or not, that remains to be seen, but I fully believe that it's going to be Wyndham next week. Maybe to cost Bryan, maybe to do something else, I don't know. But at the end of it all, if it is Wyndham, are you shocked at all?
No, not really. We've been expecting it for a while, so I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Now that we kind of just talked about some major points that happened on the show tonight, it's time for my shilling. It's time for the selling out. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Outside the Brand. If you guys want to support the channel in any way that you can, please do so by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, turning on that bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, so just continue to push out this channel as much as you possibly can. For all of us, I know we would greatly appreciate it. If we can get this stream to 12 likes, I usually set it for 10, but you know what? I'm shooting for 12 tonight. Let's go to 12 and see what we can do. You guys have no idea how much that helps us here on OTB with the likes. That gets us into the recommended, and that gets us more eyes on the channel. None other than you guys as well, because you guys are absolutely amazing. Even though it does not seem, Nate, it does not seem YouTube wanted to push us out tonight, because I mean, Joe Reacts is in the channel, which is great. Hi, Joe. How are you? But it looks like YouTube just does not want to, just did not want to shout us out tonight. But hey, you know, it doesn't matter. We're still going to be here regardless, and they can always look us up when the stream is over. If you miss anything on the channel, Joe, while you're here, you can check out anything that you may have missed last week and this week's. We have our Monday Night Raw review and our Tuesday's talk with Anthony Murray. That was a great conversation, talking about Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, and just some other random stuff that it kind of just turned into. But hey, it was a great talk, and you know, that's just what happens here. You guys can also follow us on social media. That way you can contact us at any time. All of our TikTok links are down in the description. And you can listen to some absolute bangers by Laugh and Bash. Nate, I know you know them very well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all that's down in the playlist below too, so why not, right? Also, just continue to support the channel in any way you can. Oh, Brienne Berry. Oh, wait. This might be a spam. I don't know. But yeah, so that's it, guys. We are about to get started with the review tonight. And if you guys like what you see, just continue to support the channel in any way that you can. Now, let's get into the review. It was a very interesting episode of Dynamite tonight, but it was a good one. We had a great show, and I do want you guys to know what happened. First of all, I have to say, Nate, you fucking kicked all of our asses this week in fantasy wrestling.
Yes, sir. MJF carried.
I'm still waiting on my goddamn points because they didn't even count Daniel Bryan yet. Bryan Danielson. Shit. Never mind. But yeah.
They're still updating it. I just refreshed it.
121 points. What the hell? All right.
Yes,
now
sir.
I'm at 54. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I should get points for Thunder Rosa, but I'm not going to because Dark doesn't count. But that's neither here nor there. We're not even here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Dynamite tonight, guys. Sorry, I just had to bring that up because Nate's kicking my ass. Let's get ringside news, and we are ready to go. No spoilers for Rampage. Fuck that. No. I know they announced a loaded episode of Rampage. I don't want it.
Yeah, like 5 matches.
I don't want it. I don't want WWE either. Come on. There you go, AEW. No Rampage. Dynamite. There we go.
Technical difficulties.
CM Punk gets on the mic and says Chicago was so much louder. Is that all you got? He insults the Islanders. You don't disappoint unlike your guy MJF. CM Punk takes off his hoodie and shows his shirt with Britt Baker in MJF's place as one of the 4 pillars. What's up, Venom? How are you? So he reveals that Britt Baker is one of the 4 pillars instead of MJF. So he said, "Is this incel your guy for real?" MJF ran away 2 weeks ago when he asked for a match, and he just said no. Then CM Punk again, Nate, insults more of the Islanders in just great fashion as well. And Punk says that he wanted to see how they would all react to this. When he was a kid, he hated Dennis Rodman until he came to the Bulls. Dennis Rodman, a Pistons member, right? I knew there was a Pistons reference in there somewhere.
Yeah, he was talking about when Dennis Rodman used to play for the Pistons, and then in '95 he went to the Bulls.
Yeah, so until he came to the Bulls, he feels sorry for them that MJF is their guy. And next week, Page faces Bryan Danielson for the title. He wants to be next. Punk proposes a number 1 contenders match with MJF. His dog Larry has more balls than MJF, and he's neutered.
That was hilarious.
That one was actually a good line. And he insults the Islanders again. A lot of insulting the Islanders here tonight. And Punk will do the match tonight if he wanted to. But MJF won't agree to that. If you back MJF, you're a chicken shit. And then he just leaves. He just left. Right after that, he just leaves. He bows to the New York crowd here in not in Queens. I was in Queens. They're in Long Island. And yeah, listen, this was a very condensed version of the promo. I really should write all the promos down when they speak, but the thing is, first of all, they speak way too fast for myself to even type it out. Because if I typed out every single bit of the promo, I'd probably still be here.
Yeah,
typing it out. So, like, that's the only reason why I do the condensed versions here on Ringside News. I'd love to read out the promo to you guys because the promo was great, but I don't know how some of these other guys do it, where they actually have the entire promo typed out already, and they're ready to recite it on their shows or whatever. But hey, we'll get there when we get there. We had a commercial break, but then when we came back, a sports car enters the parking lot. And MJF gets out of the car, and a movie trailer like vignette comes out and comes onto the PA system and the Titantron. It was fucking fantastic. I have not. No, yes, WWE and AEW are the 2 best when it comes to like their production and like their promo packages and all that. But man, this was a legit movie. It's like MJF the movie, right on Dynamite. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was like a high school cinematic glory days type thing. Just have MJF hopping out the whip, put on the old high school jacket, just walk onto the field, just look out in the sky. I'm like, oh man, this is fantastic, bro. Like it
Like he
was
was
beautiful.
at his school's, like his elementary or high school's, like football stadium
Yeah,
or whatever it was. So it was just a really cool moment to see MJF in that kind of light, even though we all hate his guts sometimes. It's cool to have MJF be in that kind of light because I saw this on Twitter and I want to get your thoughts on this. One away, like, even like this may be a very, very far-fetched thing to say, but at some point we're all going to be cheering this guy as a massive, massive babyface. At some point it's going to happen. I'd love for MJF to be a heel the entire run of his career. I think MJF is going to be a way better heel than he would be a babyface. But at some point, they're at least probably going to have to explore it, don't you think?
yeah,
Or not? You just wouldn't want it.
yeah, most def. Like obviously, I would feel the same way. Feel like I would like MJF to stay heel, but we all know one day that he's gonna turn face, and yeah, like some people have the character where they're better as a heel than a face, and some people have characters where they're better as face than heels, and
Right.
MJF is better off as a heel. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind him seeing the face down the line just to try it and see what happens. But yeah, he's better off as a heel.
On YouTube, I found a video from 4 years ago when WWE was asking MJF if he was on top. Yeah, he was trying to get on this past Tough Enough. The Tough Enough that had Mandy and Sonya and Josh and Sarah Lee and all that stuff. And the Gator guy, I forgot what the Gator guy was called. But yeah, he was auditioning for that Tough Enough. He didn't get in. But yeah, he was trying to get into that. So, but then again, the winners of the goddamn thing aren't even here. And look at where Mandy is now. Look at where Sonya is now. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Shotzi was in there too.
Oh yeah, Shotzi was in there, but the thing is, she really couldn't compete because of the heart stuff. Remember during all that time?
Yeah.
So she wasn't really technically in there, but yeah, we saw the whole the tryouts and all that. So yeah, MJF was supposed to. He did audition, it just didn't work out. And honestly, I'm glad it didn't work out because now he's here kicking ass in AEW. So in the arena, MJF's music hits this time, and it actually does turn out to be MJF. CM Punk came out with MJF's music, like I said earlier. Great stuff. And MJF looks genuinely emotional from the reactions that he received. He actually did. I think all of that was genuine. I didn't really think that was just him trying to play with it all. I think that could be genuine emotion. And MJF is just playing a total babyface here. I mean, people were loving him. I heard some boos in the crowd, but there were definitely some cheers.
Yeah.
So the rest of the entrants are already in the ring. I wish I had a list of competitors for this.
I could probably.
They really should have released a list of competitors.
Yeah, I could probably name a few. Leo Rush, Lee Johnson, Matt Hardy, Dante Martin, Wardlow, MJF, Ricky Starks. That's just a few. I can't really think of all the other ones.
Wait, let me see if I can get a picture out. Alrighty, so.
What's going on, Josh?
What's up, Josh? How are you, my man? Nah, it just has to banner. It just.
Oh yeah, Phil, how dare you also? Some people in my live told me that I look like Lee Moriarty, and it's all your fault. It is all your fault, Phil.
Oh my god.
It is all your fault. Oh man.
Bro, I'm sorry. It was just true, bro. You can't run away from it. You can't run away from what you look like.
Oh man.
Dang it, they really didn't just post. Oh yeah, here are the participants. Either way, it was a 12-man battle royal. Final two came out to be MJF and Dante Martin. So MJF is almost eliminated early by Matt Sydal, but Sydal hits a Meteor and an Enziguri. MJF is almost eliminated again by Sean Spears, but Sean Spears saves him. Lee Moriarty gets eliminated. Jay Lethal brawls with Matt Hardy, and the Bunny gives Hardy brass knucks. He hits Lethal with the knucks and eliminates him. Dante Martin eliminates Hardy as he celebrates, and Wardlow and Hobbs take out Martin and Lio Rush. Wardlow and Hobbs face off against each other, and they shoulder tackle each other, but none of them move. What's great? I mean, Wardlow and Powerhouse, I want it. Give it to me. They're just two powerhouses, and I want it. Wardlow clotheslines Hobbs over the top rope, and Hobbs hangs on, but Rush hits him with a kick and eliminates him. At this point, Taz was fucking nuts. Because Dante and Lio Rush are just kicking Team Taz's ass, and he's like, what is happening here? I thought Dante was with us. So we go to a picture-in-picture, but we come back with MJF dashing into the ring and takes a cheap shot at Dante Martin. MJF runs back and hides behind Wardlow to a huge babyface pop. Lio Rush takes down MJF, and Wardlow grabs Rush and Johnson, but they overpower him, and then MJF dumps all three of them out of the ring. So he eliminates Wardlow, his buddy, his something about a Billa buddy, or whatever he called him weeks ago. And it's MJF eliminated Kazarian. MJF, Starks, and Martin are the final three. The lights cut out. Not really. It was red and blue, signifying Wyndham. Wyndham is coming. Wyndham is coming there, Nate. And Martin eliminates Starks behind his back, and the winners are Dante and MJF. Great stuff. I think this Battle Royal was okay to kick off the show. You might as well have kicked it off the show with MJF. And at the end of the day, you gotta have MJF do a little bit of something happy on his way to Winter is Coming in his hometown. Why not?
Yeah, so like I said, this was a good way to start the show. I thought that they were actually going to have Bryan and Silver start the show, but instead they had the battle royal, which is really good. But yeah, man, like I said, speaking to you before we started, Phil, when we first started, I didn't know any of the rules to this battle royal. I was confused because I'm like, why is there why is there two people in there? Somebody eliminate somebody, get this over with. And come to find out that they're actually having a match next week. So I'm like, okay, I was confused about that, but now knowing what the rules is and stuff, like I said, when we first started, I'm happy that Dante Martin is actually getting the opportunity now to show what he could do against MJF. So we'll see what happens, and yeah, I'm happy for Dante Martin. So.
Dante Martin ripped off the FTW armband as he celebrates with MJF. Does this signify that Martin is no longer with Team Taz and he's now a babyface once again? Or was he really a heel all along? He was just kind of there.
I didn't really see him rip off the armband. If he did, then I missed it. But
He did.
all I remember is him and MJF were in the ring together. They shook hands. MJF hopped out the ring. Then Ricky Starks attacked him.
Right. Yep.
And that's when MJF contemplated, should I go back? Yeah, you know, I'll go back. Go back.
He sprinted down that
sprinted back to the ring, and then grabbed Ricky Starks off of Dante Martin, pushed the guy. They pushed each other back again. They got into each other's faces. Then all of a sudden, they just started stumping a mud hole into Dante Martin. I'm like, what in the world?
Go at it, dudes. Let's go.
I was like, what?
Hey, you gotta have MJF be a little bit of a dick, right? He's from New York. He should be a dick. No offense to anybody that's in New York here in this chat.
Oh man.
So some of you guys are great, but some of you guys, and I feel like you guys can admit this too, some New Yorkers are dicks.
Man, some.
But hey, you gotta have MJF be a dick at points. So why not?
I guess so.
CM Punk runs down also, and MJF leaves right before Punk can reach him. Punk goes face to face with Starks, so that's eventually gonna happen, if not already. Did it already happen? No, that was Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't think Ricky Starks has happened yet for CM Punk. But Martin hits Starks with an enziguri, and Punk hits a GTS and then stares down MJF while he was hightailing it back to the backstage area. So, there you go. Up next, the Acclaimed in 2.0 take on Varsity Blondes and Jurassic Express in an 8-person tag team match. This was just a lot of fun. I love all these teams.
Yeah. Jurassic Express, man. You already know my guys, the Acclaimed, man. Max, my guy Platinum Max came out spitting the bars about the bro. The Islanders was getting a lot of love tonight, bro.
A lot of hate.
They were getting a lot of love tonight. Like it got to a point where I asked somebody in the chat on my live. I was like, bro, I said, are the Islanders, like, I said, I don't watch hockey, but are the Islanders like not good?
Are there any other ice hockey teams in New York other than the Rangers? Well, the Rangers, yeah, but
yeah, the Rangers, the Islanders. I think that's it. But yeah, I was like, is the Islanders not that good? And then somebody explained to me like, oh yeah, the Islanders just won their first game within the last 10 games, and I was like, oh, so they're the Detroit Lions, okay. They are the Detroit Lions. So yeah.
Man, that's tough. That is tough.
It's real tough.
So Garrison hits some rolling elbow strikes, and Bowens takes out Garrison. Pillman hits a Falcon Arrow, and then Jungle Boy hits a DDT. Locks on the snare trap on Caster, and Eddie Kingston runs down and takes out Daniel Garcia. Caster hits Jungle Boy from behind, misses a mic drop, and Jungle Boy locks in the snare trap on Caster for the tap out. It was a very good match. I just love all four of these teams. Jurassic Express is the number 2 ranked tag team in all of AEW. Varsity Blondes and 2.0, they are very good in their roles when they need them. When they need these two teams, and when Tony Khan calls on them, they're great teams to call on, because you know they're going to get a great match out of people. And the Acclaimed, I mean, what more can I say? They're great. They're great. So I just loved everything about the match, because these 4 teams have so much potential here in AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, Jurassic Express, we already know how big a fan I am of them. The Acclaimed, we already know how big a fan I am of the Acclaimed. The Varsity Blondes is a really good tag team as well. You said that they're number 2?
Yeah, Jurassic Express is number 2 in the rankings right now.
Okay, yeah, I would like to see the Varsity Blondes go for the titles soon, or every once in a while. Give us a little bit of variety in matches. And 2.0, like you said, they are good when it comes to knowing their roles and stuff like that. So yeah, all 4 of these tag teams are great, and yeah, can't wait to see more within the tag team division of AEW. So yeah.
And I said this on Twitter. I want to read this out, because that's exactly pretty much what I said here too. I said the 8-man tag was so much fun tonight. All of these teams have so much potential. I love the Acclaim and Jurassic Express, and when it comes to the Varsity Blondes and 2.0, they are fantastic in the roles that they play on TV, and that this is an awesome tag team division. Having a great tag division goes a long way. WWE, take some notes. Because this was tag team wrestling at its finest. And now you got something like the Bronament going on Monday Night Raw, when you have 4 tag teams kicking ass on Dynamite in the second match of the show, just showing us professional wrestling.
Right.
They need to understand that tag team wrestling is an art form that should be respected. And so having a great tag team division can do, man. You have a great tag team division like this, sky's the limit for this division. And for all the people that are a part of it. Kingston shouts at the camera to come his way, but there was no audio.
Yeah.
So I would have loved to hear what he said.
Yeah, I was confused about that too. I was like, "Is that my TV or?" Like,
I would have loved to hear what he said.
yeah.
And Ortiz tried to talk him down, but again, couldn't hear him. 2.0 then runs down and beats both of them down. And referees run down to try to separate them.
Yo, dude,
if we get 2.0 with Daniel Garcia versus Pride and Powerful and Eddie Kingston, I'm not opposed to it because Eddie Kingston and Pride and Powerful do have some history together. But I would have loved to actually hear what they said.
Yeah, me too. Because it seemed like, yeah, that was something that needs to be heard. Whenever Eddie Kingston is on TV, you got to hear him.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I don't know what he said, but that definitely needs to be heard. But, man, one of the guys up in 2.0 smacked my guy Eddie Kingston with a recycle bin. I was like, what? I was like,
Jeff Parker. I think that was Jeff Parker.
I was like, yo, I said, hey, you just smacked my guy with a recycle bin.
He's like, boom. Okay.
That was funny. That was really funny to me. I'm like, man.
You're like, oh yeah, you need to recycle? Take this. Boom. Done.
Only plastic and paper in these parts.
We come back from a commercial break with Tully Blanchard and FTR, and they will be the next AEW World Tag Team Champions. Wheeler says that the Lucha Bros have never beaten them. No more fun and games. They will take their place as the top of this division. And Harwood says that Friday night will be the biggest match of their career as they become two-time AEW Tag Team Champions. Top guys out. Now, is that match confirmed for Rampage this week? Tag team title match between the two.
Which match? I'm sorry.
FTR and Lucha Bros for the tag titles.
Oh yeah, that is confirmed.
Okay. So that's great. I love seeing that. It should be a great match.
Yeah, I'm glad that we finally get to see it since we didn't see it last week due to I think it was Penta that had some problems. So instead
it was Ray. Ray had some visa issues.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we finally get to see this.
Young Bucks make their entrance for their match as the Young Bucks take on Rocky Romero and Chuck Taylor. First of all, Rocky Romero is fucking fantastic. Second of all, Chuck Taylor looks great. Third of all, Nate, we saw a fucking Meltzer driver tonight. What the hell are we seeing? We saw a fucking Meltzer driver to end the show. To end the match. I don't know what Dave Meltzer's doing right now, but he's probably watching that over and over again because they kind of just shouted him out on Dynamite. Goddamn Meltzer driver on Dynamite. We haven't seen that move in months. Maybe a year. Amazing stuff. So Brandon Cutler accidentally sprays Matt in the eyes with the cold spray. And Taylor hits a pile driver. Romero with a jackknife cover for a 2 count. And Romero counters a tombstone and covers for a 2 count once again. Romero with a knee strike, heel kick, and Matt catches Romero into the tombstone position. And Meltzer driver cover for a 1, 2, 3. When I'm telling you guys I freaking marked out for the Meltzer driver, I marked out for the Meltzer driver. We have not seen that move in months, maybe a year, like I said earlier, and they brought that out tonight. That move is absolutely beautiful, and I guess they only bring it out when they need it, because they needed it tonight.
Yeah, that match was really, really good. This was one of those matches where I was talking about before we hopped on field, where it was high top, I forgot what I said, high octane, action packed, match. Like it was a whole bunch of moves, super kick party for every single body in that match. Super kick glowers. It was a whole bunch of great. It was just fantastic wrestling at the end of the day. So yeah,
Could not agree more.
man.
The Punks, not the Punks, the Bucks. What the hell? I'm thinking CM Punk. There are multiple CM Punks here, y'all. The Bucks and Adam Cole beat down Taylor and Romero. Cassidy tries to make the save, but gets beat down as well. Wheeler Yuta runs down, but he gets hit with a super kick. So pretty much everybody from the Best Friends is dead.
Yeah.
They're down and out. They got no more.
Like Cassidy really didn't do anything. Like Cassidy, so Cassidy hopped in, did his little, little kicks to Adam Cole.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, Adam Cole shins is done for. Adam Cole shins is done
Those
for.
kicks are the most devastating kicks of all of entertainment. You know that. Come on now.
Yes. And then all of a sudden, he just received a super kick from one of the Young Bucks, and his sunglasses went flying off his face. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, I screamed out. I'm like, oh my god! Oh man, why they had to do Cassidy like that?
Yeah. So Cole hits the pin with Sunrise on Orange Cassidy and super click hits the BTE trigger, but the Best Friends music hits. Taz was like, wait a second, there's nobody left. There's nobody left out of the Best Friends, so who the heck is this? And then all of a sudden we saw a minivan drive on into the arena. Fucking fantastic. Sue drives down the mini ramp. And who comes out of the backstage? None other than fucking Trent Beretta.
Man, Trent is back.
He comes down and hits a spear on Brandon Cutler. Takes out Matt Cole and hits Nick with an exploder suplex. Clotheslines him out of the ring. And the Best Friends hug in the ring to end it all. We get what we finally want. Trent Beretta is back after his neck surgery. Loff is finally here. Loff, holy crap. How are you doing, my man?
Yo.
Loff.
Yo.
You missed a little bit, but we can catch you up. We just got done talking about the Young Bucks match with Romero and Chuck Taylor.
Oh, boo.
Boo.
I don't like
match
them.
Is good.
No, fuck the Young Bucks. We don't like them.
So you just say fuck the Young Bucks, but when you have somebody like a Rocky Romero and Chuck Taylor kicking ass out there tonight, you just say fuck that too?
They lost, unfortunately. I was angry. What's up, Josh? I was angry. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. They doing my
man, Sue came back.
Nah,
Sue came back.
That was cool. That was hilarious. I was very.
Sue and Trent came back, bro. Trent Beretta.
I was very excited to see Trent Beretta. I like him. He had a little haircut going on. I like that. That was cool.
He looked fucking ripped tonight, dude.
Yeah. Looking jacked for no reason.
But I'm glad he's back. He came back from neck surgery, which is fucking fantastic. I mean, anybody that. Ask Tommaso Ciampa. It's hard to come back from something like that. So
yeah, they said spine surgery on TV.
I heard it was a neck, but it could have been a spine.
Yeah, I don't know.
But regardless, spine or neck, that's a difficult thing to come back from. So I'm glad he's back. Point is though, the match is great. The match is good. Rocky Romero kicked ass. Chuck Taylor looks great. The Young Bucks hit a fucking Meltzer driver. I was insane at that moment. But Well, before we move on forward, I want to just backtrack just a little bit. What were your thoughts on the Dynamite Battle Royal that happened tonight? Were you confused, or what was happening in your mind when you were watching all that take place?
No, I wasn't confused. I knew what the objective was. So I mean, it was cool. WWE has destroyed battle royals for me. So at this point, I only care about like the Rumble, and all of AEW's battle royals seem to make sense. So they for the most part, they usually have my attention. So this was cool. I guess I wasn't really like on the edge of my seat, but I wasn't bored either. So it was all right.
Only reason why I asked if you were confused was because there were two winners of the Battle Royal tonight.
Yeah.
I asked Nate, and he was like, yeah, I was kind of a little confused with the whole two thing, but if they're facing off next week for that ring, it made sense in a way.
That makes sense. I mean, I walked in the room, and I think I saw, I don't think did I see it? No. Dante eliminated somebody from Team Taz, didn't he?
Ricky Starks.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was it. That was the final elimination.
Okay. So like he's that was like a trap. Like he's done with them, right? Or he just did that.
Yes. After the match, he took off the FTW the armband for Team Taz, and he is now done with that.
What was the point of doing that?
Then yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But but I mean, I guess they wanted to give him a little bit of an edge heading into this.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Dante Martin will face MJF next week for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I love it if Dante won, but this is MJ. It's been MJF's for the past 2 years. This ring, I don't really expect it to leave him. Also, what were your thoughts on that 8-man tag with the Acclaimed 2.0, Varsity Blondes, and Jurassic Express?
I didn't watch that. I did not see that.
Okay. It was a good match. Just letting you know. It was just 4 great tag teams having an amazing wrestling match together. Winners of the match were Varsity Blondes and Jurassic Express.
Okay.
So there was that. And then we had the Young Bucks, Romero, and Taylor match with Sue and Trent Beretta returning after spine surgery. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. We had a recap of Nyla Rose taking out Ruby Soho.
She dropped her ass, didn't she? God.
Yeah.
That right hand went crazy. I'm like, yo.
Jeez. So mad. It's crazy.
So Marvez was with Ruby Soho. And the Bunny and Ford interrupt before Soho could even say anything. Bunny says, I'm fucking calling her Allie. I hate calling her Bunny. Fuck Bunny. Like, why can't I just call her Allie?
The Bunny.
Allie says when Rose wins the TBS championship, they will get the first 2 title shots. Allie and Ford mock Soho by saying that she has no friends, saying that she's Ruby Solo instead of Soho.
Boo. Boo.
Soho said, look, we don't have to worry about a 6-woman tag on Rampage. Why don't we just do this right now? And then she just attacks both of them. While she was attacking both of them, Nyla Rose then runs and just takes out Soho. Jesus. Nothing for her well-being whatsoever. She just fucking boom, mollywops her, clocks her in the face.
Man, that one right hand.
Fucking clocked her in the face. And then Anna Jay and Tay Conti. So we got some good people tonight on the show, Nate. I'll to say that.
Yes, sir.
They make their save, and Rose, Allie, and Penelope Ford just run away. So that's pretty much going to be the 6-woman tag. It's going to be Soho, Jay, and Conti taking on Allie, Ford, and Nyla. Whether that's actually happening right now on Rampage or what, who knows? But there you go. Tony Schiavone is with Sammy Guevara on stage, and Tony says that Sammy has taken on all comers for that TNT Championship. Cody's music hits. He comes out of the heel tunnel, and Cody says, "Pardon the interruption. From one good guy to the next, your open challenges have been going great so far. Tony Khan has made it official that I will be your next open challenge for the TNT Championship next week." Or next. I don't know if he said next week or next.
I think he said it's before Christmas, so I think it's like within the next couple weeks.
Because didn't he say like Christmas? He said something Christmas. So yeah. I'm like, I don't know if there's something happening on Christmas for Dynamite, but it might be actually on the 22nd. Who knows? Because that's the only Dynamite that we have on Christmas week. So
regardless of boo.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara is going to be a great match, but just don't give him the title, please. Unless it enhances, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't fucking speak, I'm having a stroke. Unless it enhances Cody Rhodes' heel turn and he turns on Sammy G, I don't want it. Don't give the title to Cody. He does not need it. Isn't he like already a 2-time TNT champion?
I believe so.
I'm looking it up because I
think he just won one time and then he lost it to Darby. Or he lost it, or did he lose it to Brody?
He lost it to Darby. Yeah, he's he's a 2-time. He won it at Double or Nothing the first time around because he defeated Lance Archer in the tournament to become the inaugural champion. He lost it to Brody. Then this was the Cody won it again in the dog collar match. And then Darby took it. So he's a 2-time TNT champion. He does not need to be a 3-time. Wow. Okay. So yeah. We don't need him to be a 3-time champ. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky are in the crowd, in the rafters pretty much, and Page says, listen, of course Cody gets the title shot. Maybe if he was an EVP and kissing Tony's ass, he would get more title shots. He meaning Ethan Page. Page says that Dan Lambert is going to be coming back, and Sky says that Sammy takes on all comers except for the guys that are in the top 5 in the rankings. At some point, Sammy has got to step up to the plate and prove that he is a true champion. So there you go. Are we going to get Ethan Page versus Sammy? Are we going to get Scorpio Sky versus Sammy? Maybe. But as we all know right now, it's going to be Cody in 2 weeks.
Speechless.
Nobody likes it.
I was happy Scorpio Sky get TV time.
Is your profile a picture of Sting in the rafters?
It definitely is.
That's what I thought. I was just like, wait a second, what's happening there? We had a video package for Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Match is going to be great. I can't wait for that to happen. And guys, up next, I have to say this was probably one of, if not the best match on Dynamite tonight. Jamie Hayter and Riho fucking killed it. That match was great.
That was cool.
Yeah, that match was good.
I mean, I can't even really do it justice reading it out because it was just that damn good of a show, of a showing between the two. At the beginning of the match, I'm just going to say this right now, the crowd was not in it. And you can hear the crowd not being totally that much into it with Riho and Jamie Hayter. But I'm telling you guys, at the end of it, they were into those two. They won the crowd over with that match. And I couldn't be more proud of them. Did you guys notice that, or was that kind of just a little bit afterthought because the match was so great?
I kind of noticed it too. In the beginning, the crowd was like kind of like but then as the match went, kept going, the crowd actually started getting into it. So, but that's how I was too. When I was watching it live, I was like, yeah, this match is okay. Then once it actually kept going, I was like, yo, this match is actually really, really good. Okay, so yeah.
I didn't notice the crowd was really good. I mean, the crowd seemed to be either really hot or really cold when in all these AEW shows. So I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd, honestly. But the match itself was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Hayter has a single leg Boston Crab on Riho at this point, and Riho rolls through and rolls her up for a 2 count. Hayter with a high boot, and Riho with a leaping knee strike hits a code red for a 2 count. Riho goes to the top, hits a diving foot stomp, and covers for another 2 count. Hayter with clubbing blows to the back of the head, and Riho fights out of the corner. Throws Hayter on into the mat, and Rebel grabs Riho's boot. Riho hits a crucifix bomb from the top rope. It looked good, but man, Jamie Hayter needs to protect herself. If she keeps going like this, she's not going to be in the ring much longer.
Yeah, like when I saw that too, I was like, she looked like she landed directly on her neck. That did not look good at all.
First, it was the 2 cross bodies by Thunder Rosa from the top rope to the outside, and those were bad because you saw whiplash out of the back of the head. This one, you just fucking land on your neck. Now, if that's just the type of competitor that she is, and she just goes all out no matter what the heck the crowd is going to do, that's like, I mean, I kind of admire that because at least that shows that that she takes this shit seriously. But at the end of the day, you need to protect yourself. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, most stuff.
I mean, yeah, I never seen anyone get hurt in the ring, so it's just like certain wrestlers are more reckless than the others for their wrestling style or just because they messed up, you know what I'm saying? But definitely needs to protect herself more so she doesn't end up hurting herself.
So with that crucifix bomb in mind, from the top rope, Riho hits a running knee strike and then covers for the 1, 2, 3. I think with the way that she kind of landed, she kind of knew that I don't think by any means, I don't think Jamie Hayter is hurt here. I think she just either really sold it well, or she just does her thing because that's just how she is. Either way, I think she kind of just knew something was up, so she kind of hit that knee strike and just got the win right then and there. Or that could have been like the legit ending of the match. Who knows? But either way, Riho got the win. It cements her heading into. Is the match next week for the championship, or did they just not even announce a championship match yet? Because she is the number one contender. I don't think they announced the match yet.
Yeah, they didn't announce any matches or anything like that.
Okay. So, whenever Riho gets a championship opportunity, she'll get it. Maybe that'll happen at Battle of the Belts. Maybe that'll happen. I mean, heck, maybe that can happen next week. I don't know. Winter is coming. Who knows? But at the end of the day, Riho will take on Britt Baker for the AEW Women's World Championship. And I'm just hoping for the best. I really am. So I'm hoping for a great match, but we all know who I think the winner should be.
After Britt Baker, D.M.D.
Boss says, nah, fuck that. Riho wins now.
That's right. That's right. Good now.
So we had, after the match, Baker then attacks Riho, and Baker locks in the lockjaw, shouting at Riho that she'll never be a champion. From commentary, Taz announces, Hook! Guys, Hook! They are sending Hook, finally! As he will face Fuego del Sol on Rampage. This is going to be an absolute banger. I can't wait. Hook is going to fucking make Rampage go to a million views. I'm telling you right now. Hook, you guys better not be sleeping on Hook right now, because Hook is going to be fucking fantastic.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I am being sarcastic, okay, yes. Great. I don't know what the fuck Hook is going to do against Fuego del Sol. I mean, obviously, I bet he's going to win, because Fuego del Sol has probably won like 2 matches this year. But I'm telling you right now, man, there are some big Hook fans, so you better be prepared.
What is a big Hook?
Everybody get your flaming hot Cheetos ready.
You guys better be prepared, because there are some Hook fans out there in the world, and you guys are not going to want to mess with them.
Get your croutons wet, and get your croutons, your potato chips, whatever else he be eating, get those ready.
And wow, what I said right there, yes, I was being sarcastic, but trust me, there are some people that are like that. For Hook.
Do your thing, I guess. Do your thing. I understand it, but I mean, shit.
This is his in-ring debut, so obviously this is gonna mean something to the kid. It's against Fuego del Sol. I mean, it's against Fuego. Nothing against Fuego, but I don't know. When you have a tag team with Cody, who's in a mask, and they're called Too Fast, Too Fuego, I don't know what you want me to say. Just have Hook go through a good match with you, and then just get out of there. I'm telling you right now, though, that better not be the main event of what we just witnessed on Rampage. That better not be the main event on Friday. I want something to be big for the main event on Friday. Oh, boy. They're sending Hook, guys. They're sending Hook. We had a video package for Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. And I believe that match is actually happening at Winter is Coming. So that's great. That's great. I want to see Hook and not Hook. Jesus, I don't want to see Hook. I see Josh saying Captain Hook over here, and I have Hook in the brain. Serena Deeb versus Shida. I want to see that match again. That match is going to be great, and winter is coming. Up next, well, after the video package, Tony Schiavone was on the stage with the Varsity Blondes. The lights cut out for a very long time. And, I mean, I wasn't really thinking anything. And once I saw the lights come back and it was Malachi Black, I was like, oh, yeah, I definitely should have realized that was going to be him. But he spits the black mist at Julia Hart. And Hart screams in pain. She was fucking screaming. Like bloody fucking murder.
Yo.
Julia, I love your I love the passion that you have for that shit, but man. What was that?
Yeah, I was like, yo, I said she's screaming like she just died, and like
she was like a fucking horror movie.
I'm like, man, and then somebody in my live said that gave them Nia Jax vibes when Shayna Baszler
Was it
stepped
Josh?
on her
Because
arm.
he said Nia Jax here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yo.
What are you yelling about?
Yeah,
no, but here's the thing. I love the, like, at least, I mean, the thing is she took it like a freaking champ, and she at least, I mean, she didn't have to sell it that damn good, but at least she knew that she needed to do something.
I said, all you gotta do is just run to the back and rinse it out with water. You're gonna be fine.
Well, yeah, but you gotta sell it at some point. I mean, hey, Pac is gonna have no eyes next week, for however long he's out.
Speaking of that, I said that with Julia, with the mist getting sprayed in her eyes, she's gonna come back next week with an eye patch. Just watch.
Captain Julia Hart. Okay.
Yep. She's gonna have an eye patch next week.
Well, wait. She's a cheerleader, so it's gonna be like a Captain Cheerleader kind of thing. And okay. But yeah, I mean, I love the dedication that she had, but man, that was bloody fucking murder. But hey, you know, I mean, she respects what needs to be done, so good for her. After the commercial break, because we all just kind of had to compose ourselves after what we kind of just witnessed. A bloody murder happened on Dynamite tonight. Bryan Danielson's music hits and he comes out. Danielson is all smiles here because he just knows he's going to kick some heads in. And the Dark Order's music hits. They bring out John Silver, accompanied by the rest of the entire Dark Order. And it's time for Bryan Danielson versus John Silver in the main event of AEW Dynamite. This match is good. Bryan Danielson is one of the best to ever do it. He is. John Silver is great as well. I love Johnny Hungy. He is fantastic. I loved everything about this match. What did you guys think about it?
I thought the match was really good. Yeah, like Bryan Danielson doing what he do. John Silver, I didn't know much about John Silver as far as Dark Order, but man, this dude could go. This match as a whole was really good. A lot of great moves, a lot of good wrestling, and that's what I like to see. So yeah, this match was good.
Bryan Danielson's heel run is going to be one of the best heel runs of the modern era. I feel like this is about to be so much better than it already is right now if he continues the way he's going. But this is awesome. I want Adam Page to win. I don't want Adam Page to lose, but Bryan is freaking awesome.
Guess how tall John Silver is, and this is no shot to him by any means. Guess how tall he is.
5'1".
Close.
5'4".
Closer.
Oh,
5'6".
A little over.
5'5".
There you go.
damn.
Jeez.
He is fantastic for his height. Height don't mean shit if you're a great professional wrestler. And that is exactly what both of them are. Daniel Bryan's 5'10". Bryan Danielson, shit. Whatever. You guys get it. You guys know what's gonna happen.
Wow.
No matter how long it's gonna be in this company, it's gonna happen. Bryan Danielson's 5'10". Silver is 5'5". These guys are fucking fantastic, and the thing is, they were ostracized for their height. A lot of the times, people in the wrestling industry are ostracized for their height and weight because they can't do it, because apparently the typical norm of a professional wrestler is anywhere in the 6 feet to 230 to 260 pound range. You don't need to be that if you're a great professional wrestler. And they proved it tonight.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say, Pac, so you can go ahead.
Good. Good. Point is, they're great. Danielson got on the mic. Silver hit a cannonball senton off the apron. Danielson with a backslide. Silver kicks out quickly, and Danielson with a roundhouse kick. Silver counters the knee into a roll up for a 2 count. Silver with a kick to the back of the head into a German suplex, covers for a 2 count. Danielson gauges his eyes, gauges the eyes of Silver, rolling elbow strikes, clubbing elbow strikes to the back of the head, Gotch style power driver, locks in a chokehold, and Silver just passes out. Knocked out cold. Done. Danielson picks up the win, and again showing you he does not need to hit the running knee. He does not have the label lock locked in. He can beat you with anything. And that is what I like about this guy. You know that when Bryan Danielson is in that ring, he can beat you with just about anything.
Yeah, and that is really good to see that he's showing that he could use different moves to win. Besides, his normal moves, the label lock, flying knee, yes kicks. So yeah, that's good to see that he's using different maneuvers to win.
And it's a different maneuver every week.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that's a different maneuver every single time. So yeah, that's good to see. I like that. I like that.
Just shows that he's not as linear and one-dimensional as people thought he was all those years ago. Even though I never thought that. I never thought Bryan was one-dimensional.
Ryan's freaking amazing. He's freaking amazing. I don't know how far this character goes as far as like championships and stuff like that, but as of right now, it's awesome.
Is it hard not to root for Bryan here? Just
No,
because of how good he's gone?
no, not really. Well, not for me at least.
Yeah, nah, not for me either. So
I understand this is I understand this is pretty much just to pretty much appoint Hangman as like the next guy in AEW and just pretty much establishing his AEW World Championship reign. But man, Bryan is doing such good work right now. I would never want a championship reign to just be derailed as quickly as something like this. But man, I'm hearing a lot of people that want this to happen. And I'm like, you guys need to slow down a little bit, because if you want that to happen, if you want him to lose the championship that quickly because of how great Bryan Danielson has been in this heel run, well, first of all, Bryan's doing his job. Then, if that's the case. But everybody needs to slow their roll. Hangman deserves this championship for a little while longer.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like everybody like, oh, Bryan Danielson is gonna win. I'm like, y'all got to realize that Adam Page just got that championship too. So give him a little bit of a title run. Like he only held it for a month. So yeah, like not even a whole month, probably like maybe a few weeks. But like, yeah, man, give him, a reasonable title run before you just have Bryan Danielson just take the title away from him.
Now let's just say we were just booking I never want to do this, but let's say if Hangman is going to have a little bit of a short reign. If you had to do it to the shortest time, if anybody was going to have a chance to take the title off of him, it's MJF. And I feel like we might actually see an MJF match with Hangman soon enough once this thing with CM Punk is over. Would a match between MJF and Hangman and Page interest you for a Revolution in February? Because they did announce Revolution was happening. We just don't know the date, and we just know the arena. We just know the venue.
Revolution is in March.
It's in March. Okay. I guess I didn't hear that part of the promo.
Yeah, they showed it. I think they said like March 5th or something like that.
Okay. So, with that in mind now that I actually have some kind of a date, that would be about a 4-month reign. Again, that's not really all that long of a championship reign, especially with how long we had Kenny Omega hold the championship. But people want to see MJF as champion. Would that be shocking to you if they just said, yeah, no, screw it, we're giving the championship to MJF because everybody wants it at that point? Or do you really just want to see where Hangman goes with this, because Hangman has been having this entire year-long story? He deserves to have a little bit more time. I think he needs more time than Revolution. But I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be shocking to me if they give it to MJF. But like you said, Phil, I would want Hangman to get a little bit more time with the title, just so, you know what I'm saying, you can get, like I said, a reasonable title reign, because it'll only be 4 months. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they decide to give it to MJF, just because he's like the hottest thing right now in AEW. So, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Because then that next one will be Double or Nothing. That would be the next pay-per-view. We don't know when that would be because that has to be at least a few months after Revolution. So maybe around since Revolution is happening in March, maybe we get in like June or July, maybe August if they wanted to push it that far. I don't know. Loff, what are your thoughts with MJF in the world title picture, possibly getting that shot at Revolution? Do you think that's the perfect time to give it, or do you just want Hangman to have that championship because he's been waiting for so long?
I just think Hangman should be able to enjoy this title for a while. Get some good title defenses under his belt before anything really changes. In my head, I'm not even thinking of a world title change at this point, like at all.
Yeah.
So
it was a year-long wait for Hangman to get this shot. So now that he's world champion, we just want to see him as champion and see him be a credible one at that. So, and Josh says MJF needs a push. He's getting that push. This CM Punk is the start of the push. This feud with CM Punk is the start of that. And if we get that match at Revolution, telling you right now, don't be shocked if people want to just see MJF get the championship. I love MJF, and I think MJF will be the future world champion in this company, as well as he should. But Hangman deserves this run because it's been a year-long a year-long wait. He deserves this. So we'll see what happens. But that's it, y'all. That's it for your Dynamite tonight. It was a good show. Winter is coming, Nate and Loff. Next week, Garland, Texas. Should be a great show.
I sure hope so. The last time I was watching, a freaking Sting came out, so and that was like my first or second AEW show ever. So I'll be watching.
Did you see the subtle tease that happened during the Battle Royal?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
The red and blue light is what I'm talking about.
I didn't understand it. I mean, I heard your
Wyndham is coming.
Wait, why does that mean he's coming? Why is that?
I firmly believe that's going to be the tease for it.
Oh,
that's just my belief of it. But it could be that. It could be something completely different. I don't know. But that's what I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
What did you think? Did you just think that was some kind of error on their part, or what?
I didn't know what it was. I was like, I didn't really put too much thought into it, honestly.
So yeah, it could be Wyndham. It could not be. Who knows? But something's happening at that show. There's no reason why last year we had Sting come out of the snow, and then next week we have just absolutely nothing. Something's happening at that show, and we all just want to know what it is at this point. But I'm gladly waiting because it's going to be a great show. Plus, we got Bryan Danielson taking on Hangman Adam Page in the main event. What else could we ask for? It's going to be a great match. And Loff, you get to see Hangman Adam Page hit that buckshot lariat.
We're going to lose it. Can't wait.
So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for tonight's episode of Outside the Brand. This was episode 104. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the show. I'm going to let these guys do their outros, get the hell out of here so we can all go to sleep or whatever the heck we got to do. Man, what a night. What a night. What you guys got going on?
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining the podcast tonight. Usually I would stay up and play 2K with Phil, but I'm heading to sleep. Your boy is tired. But yeah, thank you guys for joining the podcast. Appreciate y'all guys. Man, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, man, go listen to Loft and Batch new song, Love by the Fire. It is a bop. I listen to it all the time. It is a fire track. You won't be disappointed. It is Nate approved. Put a stamp on it.
He already shilled out for me. I don't even have to sell out to you guys. He already did that for me. What's going on, Loft? You got any other special projects you're in the work of?
I don't know if Batch just wants me to say anything, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
Just know there's more food in the oven. There's more food in the oven. The food not ready yet, but there's more food in the oven.
Oh, you got Titus over there, don't you? You got Titus over there cooking up some great Christmas
whipping it up
goodies.
in the kitchen.
There's more food in the oven. That was just the appetizer. Y'all ain't ready for the dinner.
Oh
ready
no!
For the dessert.
Oh,
no
man. Oh man!
What's Titus cooking up for y'all now?
Bro, we about to have Thanksgiving all over again?
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got work in the morning, and that's very tough. So I'm gonna go to bed after we say goodbye here. But thank y'all for watching tonight. Y'all stay safe, drink some water, tell your loved ones they're your loved ones. Put your socks on. If your shirt's not on, put it on. What the hell? Smash the like button and show this to all your family members and tell them to subscribe. I don't care if they don't like pro wrestling. Get them to like pro wrestling and then tell them to like subscribe here. Like where are you gonna what are you gonna watch? Huh? Raw?
Even if it's not WWE. Even if it's not WWE,
you're not gonna watch Raw.
AEW.
Yeah. For the love of God, if they don't like WWE, then don't give up on them. Just show them AEW. Hopefully they don't like that. Or show them like something else. Just don't show them Raw. Don't show them Raw. But yeah, I've heard Roman Reigns works well with the parents. Apparently, like if you show your mom and dad Roman Reigns, they just like the show. I don't know why. I'm not sure what it is. I care not to know. I feel like it's some other shit. I really don't want to know. But that's just what it is.
I was gonna say, imagine watching an episode of SmackDown and the first thing you hear Roman Reigns say is, "Oh, I'm gonna smash this dude." What?
What?
Don't put that in my comments. You all remember when I did the when SummerSlam was doing like the little TikTok thing where it looks like a visual trailer thing where you're like about to fight like on the card. Some guy commented on my TikTok and said he wants his ass smashed by Roman. I said, huh? What do I want?
Hey, yo.
Excuse me? I was like, you said it in all caps. I'm in class.
He said all caps. Oh, that made it worse.
I'm like, nah, I don't want that, sir. But I understand what you're saying, but Jesus. But yeah, that was crazy. But,
Josh, I'm telling you right now, if you're not gonna watch Raw until it gets better, you're not gonna be watching Raw for a very long time, my man. You're not gonna be watching Raw for a very long time.
Oh, yo, guess what? I'm going to Raw soon.
Yeah,
why?
I'm going to Raw in 2 weeks.
Why would you ever do that to yourself?
We already got the tickets, Phil. We already got the tickets.
I gotta see.
You guys are going together?
No. I'm going to one in Milwaukee, December 20th.
Oh yeah, no, mine's a while away. It's not definitely not Milwaukee, but shit. I just want to see Liv Morgan. That's all. That's the only reason I'm going. That's the only reason I'm going.
Oh, guys!
I saw the commercial. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. I got to see Liv Morgan.
Don't be wasting your money on Raw, bro.
I guess the only person I would want to see on Raw is Edge, and hopefully he's there. So,
yeah. Actually, yeah.
Okay, so wait, what date is yours, Nate?
December 20th.
December 20th.
It's 2 weeks.
Okay. So, I mean, All right, and Love, yours? Does it have it yet?
10th.
The day before my birthday. All right, yeah. So
Yes.
you're not even gonna be here for my birthday. Great.
I'm gonna be. First of all, I'm gonna be here. You know, if I'm not anywhere else.
I wouldn't expect you to be on the podcast, would you be? No.
Yes. What the hell? Why would I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be after Raw. I'm gonna be on my way home. I just turned the phone on. What? I'll be here.
Hey, impromptu. Hey. Trust me.
I can give y'all like the little backstage.
I mean, I wasn't there for Grand Slam. I don't know how we all did that. Well, wait, no, we did that show after the fact, I think. But
yeah, but that was an actual good show.
Well, yeah, I know. I was just saying I wasn't there for the actual night of Grand Slam because we didn't get home until like 2:00 in the morning that night. Because I had to drive home from New York. It was a great show, though, so I'm glad I went. Yeah. But yeah, all right. So January 10th, December 20th. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Man. And then January 11th, that could be another Tuesday talk. So we'll see what happens. If I'm not doing anything for birthday, which most likely not, because I'm gonna be 24 and it's not like we really do much here.
You better do something.
Well, I'll figure something out. Probably. We'll figure something out. But thank you guys. We're still on the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. We'll talk to you guys Friday. Yeah. It's Wednesday. Yes, talk to you guys Friday. SmackDown. We'll see what they got. I mean, SmackDown's almost as bad as Raw at this point, but SmackDown's almost as bad as Raw, but we'll see. And then Rampage. Spoilers are out, but of course we don't do that shit here. We'll see what happens on Friday. Apparently there's like 5 matches when there's usually 3, so see what happens. We'll probably get like a 20-second match like that Jade Cargill match last week. We'll see what happens. I want to see that match already, though. It better be happening soon.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for showing up. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Fuck, Friday. I'm all out of it tonight. I gotta go to sleep. Peace out. We the ones. Have a good night. Peace.
I'm doing it too, but my camera's not on.